Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Mike, 180. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll run on first down. Dawkins. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit. Spike 56. You better be afraid of me.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
One down. Hey, alert, alert. 6 guys. Check this.
On first down, it's Grant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Check. 188. Check 53. Let's set a tone.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now! 50, 180! Hey, we're good! 280!
On play action, now Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Mike 50! Hey, Echo! He's not going to get it.
Throwing again. Carr. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And the Bills first down.
Monday, down! 180! 5 down! 282!
Boston Scott, his first carry. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Boston Scott, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Corner. Protein spill! Middle. 51
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
Let's go!
13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant. Catch it. Quarter. Hey, alert! 61, matchbox lights. Check 52. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Rosen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's checking. Hug.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Joker. Bang. Check 50. Check. He's coming.
They'll run on first down. Grant, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It's our time. Begin.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Hey, alert!
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Check 56. They're not ready for this, man.
On first down, it's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They will run with Grant. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing on second down, Rosen. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and goal, the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Yeah, we don't want none. Back. Alert. Hey, check 24.
This is Grant. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Who's right feet?
Shotgun now for Carr. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
1st down, Buffalo.
Now. 50, Mike 50. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Shit. You're mine.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Carr now to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Bills.
Now, 185. Twist. No. Later one.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You got tape. You got tape right there. Later one. 50. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down. 280. Check 53. Let's go one more. Sponge.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like that. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Exit.
To try again after the sack. Rosen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check three. Hey, alert. Rush in. Watch him.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Conley, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take it
through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What now? 180? 57, come on. 694.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 5-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rosen here down around his own goal line. He's got it to Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Watch twist. X3. 218.
Here's Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down now, Dawkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On first down, Grant. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come get some. Monday. Come on here. Come get some. He'll want it. Go. It's been a long day for you. 50.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
We got it. Mike 50. Check pass. Check 43. Check. Fresno.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Pull it high.
On 2nd and goal, Rosen. And this is incomplete.
Rosen's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Monday, down. 180. You bet free. You let me right. You bet
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Come on now. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright.
At the 35-yard line.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. This is caught by Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Guy's man, it's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. They'll try the left side. Dawkins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league, so even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, you tighten up. 6-18. 50.
Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
9. General West. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Carr to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
What now? 180. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Later one. Don't be scared. Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm coming. Go, Chief. Switch. Kill. Low. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Now, 50's the mark. 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
They will run again with Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Dawkins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Miami, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.